Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the Forex market, in particular on euro currency. Sive is here with the Forex Peace Army as usual. So two subjects on the table today. First is a brief discussion of the new report that we have prepared, and second, our trading plan for Monday. So speaking about report, we have considered two actual perspectives. First is the short term, and second, long term. Also, we have taken the detailed look on quantitative easing from the Fed, what it is, what does it really stand, whether it's quantitative easing or not, and what to expect from this stuff. So I think that we just have given really detailed answer on this subject, which has led us to suggest what might happen in the nearest couple of months. In general, we do not expect that overall background will change in the nearest time by a few reasons. First of all, the echo of the recent Fed meeting probably will last for some time as we're coming close to the Christmas days. I don't expect that actually something will change in the nearest couple of weeks. Second is we will get some data from the actually the payrolls will be next week, although it has been postponed, but finally we will get it on Tuesday. Then it will be meeting from the Bank of Japan and European Central Bank. As it is suggested that both, at least the European Central Bank, which we actually discussed in relation to the euro currency, should provide more or less strength background without suggestion of any new rate cut. Now traders even start speaking about the possible rate hike in 2026. So it means that in the perspective of the 1-2 months, probably overall tendency that we see currently probably should hold. But the problems could start, if we talk about the long-term perspective, problems could start later, in the second quarter of the 2026, because the environment that now stands around the European Union is becoming not really very good. So you probably heard about the new United States program of the defense and security, where they try to distance from the European Union. The recent commentary and actually interview of Donald Trump to Politico, when he said that he considered creating the new J group of the countries based on the China, Russia, United States, Japan, India. And so recent relationships between Donald Trump and European Union leaders are difficult to call as friendly. So the situation inside the European Union is also deteriorating. So the political stability is melting. The industry sector is also distracting. So that brings and promises nothing good to European Union background, and we think that situation might start changing in 2026. So if you would like to know the details, just read the report. It's not really very big this time. So speaking about the trading plan for Monday, here we actually need only intraday charts, because you can see that situation hasn't changed at all. So Friday has become inside session, market still calling around 1746. I would say that in perspective 1-2 weeks, we should get the answer what we will get. Either we will get the deeper retracement starting downside action, which actually doesn't correspond in general to the fundamental background, or we still get the breakout. This is a very important moment from the weekly point of view, because market here stands very close to the MACD line on the weekly chart, stands at the resistance, but the same weekly chart is showing some signs of the bullish dynamic pressure, and we hope that it will be resolved in a positive direction. So for Monday, we have a very important detail that has been formed on the follow time chart, and this is bullish grabber here. So if you remember, our initial suggestion was some kind of the ABCD retracement here. We said 1712, 1705 looks really nice. Confidence support is a good thrusting action. It might be kind of the momentum trade. So that should be relatively safe area for taking the long position. Whatever it will be, whether it's just minor bounce or market will keep going hard to complete the XOP that we have on the follow time frame chart. Whatever scenario will be, this level seems interesting and actually really reliable. But with the appearing of the grabber that we have on the follow time frame chart right here, this pattern suggests taking out of the stop. And this takeoff might be different. So we could get either minor takeoff, just wash and rinse of the top, the market could start deeper retracement. In this case, we will get kind of the double repo sell pattern on the 4-hour time frame chart here, and correspondingly on the hourly chart as well. Or we could get upward continuation right to the XOP. But in general, the appearing of the grapple tells the one thing definitely, that we should not consider taking any shorts position by far. So that's the major conclusion. Scenario with this ABCD, well, absolutely doesn't hurt us because we do not have any position. We just were expecting to get it. But if market will turn up earlier, we do not care because, well, we don't have position with this stop yet. So no problems. And in fact, that is the only setup that we have currently. So you could think about whether to take it or not. If you are considering taking a long position, that might be handy, useful somehow to you to decide. The only thing, in fact, the only thing that you need to do is just to take position against these lows, because that will be an validation point, as for the grabber, as for potential butterfly. So of course, if you will see on Monday it's drop down with a big drop, you should not take a long position with this. But if everything will remain somewhere in this area, market is flirting around 1730, 1740, that's the object to think about. It's also interesting that if you consider the 1618 extension of this butterfly, you'll see that it stands 1788, which means that actually it agrees perfectly with the XOP. So in fact, the butterfly here might finalize to reaching of the XOP. It's a best case scenario in our situation. So that's actually all that we have currently for trading, ready to go trading stops. I don't say anything else. Let's see how it will turn, and maybe on Tuesday we will get some more clarity, particularly speaking about what will happen around the top, whether the market will break it and keep going, or we will get the double repo. As I said, it's just wash and rinse, market collapsed. That could give us some other trading stops in perspective. So that's probably all for now. See you on Tuesday.